Hi, I'm Brenda Yoho. Welcome to Solution Saturday. So the book launch is all over, but I'm still so very excited about my book being released, and I'm overwhelmed with all of the well wishes I've received, all the people who attended, and I have to tell you, it took me a couple days to recover from all of it. Carrying my books in and setting up and all of that was just it was a lot, I'll have to admit. I've received so many messages from people that I haven't heard from for a very long time. One was really amazing. A lady that worked for me when I was a first an assistant principal, and her message was so heartwarming. She messaged me. Now she is a behavior interventionist, and she said she's already read my book. It took her 2 days to read it, and she said that she had recognized my passion when she had worked with me, and we had such a great conversation. But she sent me a picture of her and her son, and all smiles, and I just love seeing that. And some of my favorite pictures that were captured during my book launch um, were of a couple of my students, and I will share those out. And one that was very special to my heart was with um, my high school principal, who later became the superintendent who first hired me. And he's had some struggles with his health. His wife passed away, and I went to her visitation. And I know people, as they get older, will lose part of their memories and things. And he's had some struggles with that. But um, one of the comments he made back to me after I posted the picture of us was that he would never forget me. And it was so touching to me because I will never forget him. And I'll never forget any of the individuals that have passed through my life. I work really hard at making sure that I try to hold on to those memories, even though I know with the traumatic brain injury, my percentage of being able to hold on to those memories is very low. But what I want to share with you today is that what spoke to me the loudest during all of the events was this: building relationships, those positive, trusting relationships, are everlasting. It doesn't mean that just because the people are not with you side by side, talking, communicating with you daily, once those relationships are formed and that bond has been created, they're there for lifetimes. And I'm telling you, they are. I saw it transform right before my eyes at my book launch. As I looked out, I saw all of my former bosses being present, showing up for me. They were there virtually or in person, and they showed up for me. We had built a relationship that was trusting and long lasting. And I don't communicate with them every day. Some of them I haven't talked to for quite a while, um, but they showed up. But here's the most magical part: parents showed up. One of the ladies who I had as a student teacher showed up. My students, some of them showed up. Some of them messaged me, reconnected with me online. Um, have you ever been hugged? I mean, really hugged. Um, One of my students came into the book launch and saw me and rushed to me and hugged me like you've never hugged anybody before. And I felt it, she felt it, and we hugged several times during that whole time. And It's meaningful. And that's what we need to get back to, is building those trusting relationships that are solid relationships that people know. And my kids know, my students know, my families know, my leaders know that if you call me, if you message me, if you need anything, I'd show up. And the thing is, they would show up for me too. And they did. And they still do. So I got a message from an individual who we're going to meet with one of the community leaders, and we're going to be doing some stuff. I have no idea what. We're going to have our first meeting this coming week, and things are happening, and it's exciting. And I'm looking forward to see where that will go. I've made some friends from across the world, and I've got some things coming up while I'm doing some podcasts, and I'm hoping that we can reach out to all corners of the world and help people to know how important it is to feel good and feel safe in every environment that we have. Our schools, our homes, our communities, our workplaces. There's no reason why we can't take this framework that I have and apply it in every aspect of our lives. It can happen. It should happen. It can happen if we work together to make it happen. It takes very little for us to start implementing it. And I think that once we start teaching this and living it and modeling it, it won't take long for us to get things turned around. As I started to scroll through some of the things on social media, I see so much pain and people saying that they want to quit the profession of being a teacher and being involved in education, and I hate that, because we need people who have the heart to make a difference in the lives of the children we serve. And we need to work together to make sure that we have those individuals who are willing to step up and to do that. We start to need to help them to feel good about what they're doing. We need to start lifting them up instead of putting them down. So for this week, the solution is, let's make every effort that we can possibly make in building positive relationships, because I'm telling you, they will last lifetimes. So step 1, reintroduce yourself to the school, the teachers, the principals, and start working on asking, what can I do to help? And in your workplace, start building connections with saying things like, hey, we're glad you're here today. And start noticing if someone's feeling a little off. We need to start treating people as humans and having some empathy, because we all have plates that we're trying to spin in the air, trying to make sense out of the world right now that we have. And we all need each other to make it work. So have a great weekend and a great week in building those relationships. And I'll see you next Saturday. Thanks.